Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. And I apparently left my ship like almost right on top of this rock outcropping. That would have been nice. We're at the secondary base that we saw, next to the one that we explored at the end of the last episode. And let's go ahead. We're at the Terjurat Plains. Yay! More discoveries. What I would like to discover is what exactly are in these boxes. Lemium. Do not know what lemium is, but we are about to die because of our life support. Fortunately, I did harvest a little bit of plutonium off camera, so we should be in good shape. There we go. Now, this looks like one big structure. This is a little bit different from some of the other bases that we've seen. Let's go ahead and try and find the front door. And then after that, depending on what we find here, we are going to go ahead and travel to that one planet that we saw earlier that's right next door that had a little bit of blue in the pigment. That's one of the primary things that's intriguing me about that planet, is that it's blue. We got some nice little lounge chairs here. Seems like a perfect place to hang out. And we didn't go and see that. What is that up ahead? What we got? Oh, go ahead and call the starship. Well, fortunately, the starship is nearby, so we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to worry about is trying to find the front door. That's probably the most important thing. More isotopes. Huzzah. Plutonium is good. Is there a front door to this thing? Did I miss it? Maybe I did? It's a strong pop. Whoa, where am I? Ah, there's the front door. Huzzah, this is actually one of the few times that we've been into one of these places that we haven't seen a Vy'keen right here kind of holding shop or holding court. Wide shot adapter, boltcaster companion unit. Boltcaster shots are granted a wide cone of destruction. Reduces device's range and rate of fire, encouraging combat with targets in close proximity to user. Probably not the thing I need to be fighting when I'm taking on those drones, because the drones seem to be the only real hostile that we've seen, other than running into the occasional phalange plant life. Grab some carbon, and then we'll go ahead and check this out, since we are in a... Oh, Atlas Pass V2 required. That sucks. But it is what it is. Now, what does this do? A beacon sent long ago from a distant system awaits my response. 3 numbers are visible above an empty input box. I think I know what comes next. 19... Wait. 1702. 17... I think at that point it would be 2170 because everything is moving over to the left. I discovered a location within the distant stars. Awesome. And more standing with the Vy'keen is increased. Not exactly sure what that did. Oh, we found a ruin. I'm okay with that. I'm completely alright with discovering ruins. Let us get back to the ship, and we will head that way before we leave this planet. Just gotta figure out where I parked. It's just like Star Trek The Voyage Home. Which is honestly one of my favorite Star Treks. For those of you who don't know Star Trek for The Voyage Home, it's very easy. It's the one with the whales. Atlas Pass V1. That's how most people who aren't really Star Trek fans recognize that film. Like, oh yeah, it's the one with the whales. I'm a big fan. Whoa, easy there. Now, we can't... Okay, this seems to increase our speed a bit. Still trying to get the run of things. And that is definitely a monolith. That actually looks like a wizard's tower. Let's check. Oh, holy crap, it is a wizard's tower. Neat. Knowledge stone. Learn the Vy'keen word for coil. Babel 17. We have earned a trophy. Confused. Learn 10 words. Yay! We've gone from completely clueless to simply confused. Vy'keen word for falling. Did we just find the golden power? Legacy of Oberer Yavir. The memories of a long-deceased tribe of Vy'keen warriors flows from the stone marker, forming into a ghostly essence that fills me with wisdom. The Book of Herc speaks of the rise of the travelers. They shall ascend, delving into the boundless void. The Vy'keen shall not impede their ascent, for the travelers must prepare, so decrees the word of Herc. Fair enough. What are you going to teach me? Learn the word for isotope. Well, this is a cool structure. Can we... There may be some other rooms or something up here. Yeah, there is. Look at that. See, this is the kind of stuff that I wish that we could actually, like, build in this game. Is there anything up here? No, I don't think so. This would be a pretty cool structure, though, back in the day. Speaking of Star Trek, that'd actually be a good time for me to ask you guys, since I haven't really done a Star Trek related game on the channel, for good reason. There's not a whole lot of current ones, other than like Star Trek Online, which I've been told I should play. But what is you guys' favorite Star Trek movie? For me, I don't really have a absolute favorite. I kind of have it separated between the old generation, the new generation, and the remake, or the next generation. Not enough fuel in launch thruster. Oh. Well then, guess we can go ahead and charge that up.
Technology recharge.
There we are. Are we good now? Ah! Let's blow this popsicle stand. Engage the pulse drive. Now then, let's exit out. We need to find that nearby planet that really intrigued me. We already discovered that. That's been a planet that we have seen. I guess it may be this one. Hold up. How can we exit out of warp? There we go. Was that the one? I was looking for something a little bit more blue. Ah, there it is, I think. It was the one, like, really, really close. Let's put the drive here. It might be on the other side of the planet. Who knows? Okay, back it up. Take more inventory. That's weird. I could have sworn there was a blue planet a lot closer than what we're seeing. Gives us time to work, check out... Oh, inventory is full. That's cool. Let's move the platinum over there. Are we actually just getting, like, straight isotopes from these meteors? Thamium. Oh! This is where we get the thamium. This is, like, the easy way to get the thamium. Well, that's good to know for future reference. We got a big old asteroid right there. Let's actually activate the galactic map here. I guess we will not worry about that. Let's go ahead and continue on to the galactic core. I'll zoom out here a little bit. Apparently next up on the agenda is Moplezigstaff. Fair enough. And it has 3 planets. It's class G7F. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. But I'd have to say, in terms of the original generation of Star Trek, I'm a really big fan of Wrath of Khan. Me and my brother had an old VHS tape of Wrath of Khan that we would play just continuously in our old VCR. So that's an amazing Star Trek movie. Especially when you consider the fact that Khan and Kirk never actually see each other. There's no person-to-person contact between them. It's very like submarine style movie or actual Navy-based movie, which is what me and my brother really liked. Holy crap, we nearly flew right into a space station. And we got a big planet right there to discover. Well, let's head in here first. Apparently this is the acceleration. This looks a little bit more official. Maybe we're actually going to run into aliens that aren't Vy'keen. So Wrath of Khan for the old generation. For the next generation, without a doubt, it's Star Trek First Contact with the Borg. I think that is an absolutely amazing movie. That's actually probably, if you put a gun to my head and said, pick your favorite Star Trek movie, I would say that one. And in terms of the brand new Trek, the revamped Trek, I don't have one. I like the first movie with Nero and where they kind of introduce this new version of Star Trek. Star Trek Into Darkness, I saw what they were going for, but that was not Khan. And I love me some Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he's a great actor, but that was not... I'm probably just spoiled the movie for those of you who haven't watched it. But Combat Amplifier Mining Beam Companion. Mining beam laser damage is increased during combat. Now, that I can get behind. Laser functionality is improved by precision optics and beam amplification, resulting in more efficient user aggression. I like how that's worded. Yeah, we do have some stuff for room for technology here. We actually have quite a bit of technology. We don't have any copper. Let's go ahead and do that. Make it a little bit more damaging. We have some more room for improvement. Oh, nope, there's a Vy'keen. Never mind. Galactic Trade Terminal. We do have some items. Let's check and see what we can sell. Sell items for... yeah. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you guys this, because I think 31,000 for a piece of lemium. Used extensively in starship freighter construction due to its sheer strength. A hardcore material popular on the Galactic Trade Network. Neutral metal alloy. Dare we? We do need a little bit of money, but I don't think we got... Korvax Convergence Cube. We do have that. That's for 27. Let's go ahead and sell that, because we definitely don't need that. I'm not sure about the lemium, so we'll just leave that lie. That's some coin. And they've got Energon Cubes. Health at maximum. Alright, Ensign. Interloper. Vy'keen gibberish. The warrior's nostrils flare in hope and expectation. A holographic image showing military plans appears around us. On one side of the battlefield stands the creature's own warrior race, and on the other the robotic sentinels. The warrior demands that I point to one side or the other. Let's point to the warriors? Maybe? The warrior nods and grunts. It shows appreciation by handing me tribute. Deflection enhancement. Starship energy shield is strengthened. Provides added protection from laser fire, in-flight projectiles, and accidental space debris interaction. Well, one of these days we will actually be able, and our hyperdrive is actually at 0. So we are going to have to... Wow, I didn't even think about that. We are pretty much stuck here unless we can get another warp cell. Did we just get a milestone for turning off the lights? Oh, we're just social. Open up. Don't you give me that Atlas key. We're getting closer to being able to use that Atlas key, or get that first Atlas key. At least, guys. It's just going to take some time. The thing about Star Trek Into Darkness that really bugged me, and I think I talked about this a long time ago on one of my other series, I think it was Starbound, was I think that movie could have been fixed very, very quickly if you did two things. One, and I'm just going to assume you guys have seen the movie. So if you don't want spoilers, I apologize. But I would have to say if you took out the flipping of the roles and had Kirk die, the whole thing about the eugenic people, the soldiers being able to, their blood being able to heal, what is that wonderful ship, was very, very strange and didn't make a whole lot of sense. Holy crap. I like your ship. It has more fins than mine. Would you sell me this ship? Special relationship. The warrior barks with enthusiasm and prepares to open its cargo hold for inspection. It's open to trade negotiation and the potential sale of its starship. Let's make an offer on the starship. Let's see what we can... Holy crap! Compare and transfer starship inventory. 394,369 units, which we do not have, unfortunately. Oh, that's a gorgeous ship, though. We'd call it the Peacock. And I guess we'll have to wait until we get some more coin before we can actually do that. Anyway, the role reversal of Kirk dying and Spock yelling Khan, that was just kind of eh. It was what it was. Let's go ahead and land on this planet. We'll just do a straight shot down. And the pulse drive is actually running out of juice. And let's get our bearings. The other thing was quite simple, and there's a base right there. Just work our way through the atmosphere. Perch. Like it was planned. Forsaken planet. Weather mellow, Sentinel standard, flora not present, fauna empty. That's not nice. We got a lot of bases here. I wasn't a fan of Benedict being Khan because he didn't look like Ricardo Montalban. He didn't act like Ricardo Montalban. They tried to go during that first movie to make everyone look and act like the original characters, yet for some reason they kind of stopped when it came to Khan. So I think, we'll talk to you in a second, sir. One of the things I think they should have done is they should have made Khan, like obviously you're not going to get anyone with the charisma and the look of Ricardo Montalban. He was an extremely unique cat. But what they could have done is essentially made him Sauron. And that is a Lord of the Rings reference, and let me explain myself here. They could have had Benedict Cumberbatch dye his hair blonde and grow it out a little bit, or he didn't have to grow it out necessarily, but he could have been If you guys remember the original Wrath of Khan, Khan's second in command, the one who kept on telling him, who had the English accent to a point, and was like, "Hey, we've won. We've done everything that we needed to do here. Next up, is everything still moving?" 44463. Location of a new world is displayed on the screen. Awesome. But have him be that Khan's second in command, and he's the one who woke up. He was the one who they utilized for all of the Federation utilized for their devious purposes, or at least that one admiral did. And have him do all the stuff that he did in the movie. You know, crashing the starship, having that huge fight with Spock, all that kind of stuff. And that really pushes the fact of, holy crap, this guy has done everything. He's brought the Federation to its knees, and he's not even the most powerful. He's not even the smartest one. And they'll do any length to try and keep Khan asleep. He becomes that disembodied threat like Sauron in the Lord of the Rings movies. And then at the end, when they finally beat him and they put him to sleep, well, let's see what the Enforcer has to say. Warrior. The Warrior seems furious with itself. It slams its multi-tool onto a nearby surface and pulls the trigger again and again, but nothing happens. All weapon systems look functional, but the end result is nothing more than a hollow and empty click. The life form howls in self-loathing. Oh, we don't have any thammium on us. Oh no. And I can't. All we can do is comfort him. The outraged warrior headbutts me. Ow. That's not nice. Standing with the Vy'keen has decreased. Ooh. That's different. Was that the only thing to really... No, there's some other stuff here. But when they put him back in one of those sleeper pods with the rest of Khan's people, you just have him there, and you see his face all, you know, cryogenically frozen and everything. And rapid fire Sigma. Boltcaster rate of fire system upgrade. You see it pan over, and then you have Ricardo Montalban, which would be very easy to just do that one shot in CG of have old school Khan in his pod still asleep. The Federation kept him, you know, Kirk and the guys actually kept him from waking up. And that would even made that huge discussion with old Spock better when young Spock gets a hold of him and is like, "Have you ever heard of someone named Khan?" And just that you could just see Leonard Nimoy saying, "You need to keep him asleep at all, you know, at all costs. You need to prevent this from happening." But that's how I would have fixed Star Trek Into Darkness. Otherwise, it was pretty decent. At least the action scenes and everything were pretty top notch. I thought the fight between Benedict and Spock was stellar. Oh, cargo drop. Let's do... Oh, our starship. Do we have anything that we can stack? We got some iron. Let's go ahead and transfer that over. Geknip. What is Geknip? Have we had that before? Is that some sort of food stuff for the Vy'keen? Edible product much loved by the Gek. The Gek allows beak traders to release delightfully scented packets of gas for a prolonged period of time. Geknip gas packets are considered an art form and the truest representation of the Gek's soul. And we are about to die. How about some carbon?
Technology recharge.
That'll do. That actually put it up to full. At least there's no radiation. Interact for health. Shielding plate V1. Actually need to see if we can find something to do with those shielding plates. But I think that is everything that we can do here at this base. Oh, holy crap, we've got two Sentinels. The concept of Sentinels being these floating little things is actually more scary to me than like giant robots from X-Men. I don't know why. I guess it's the whole Big Brother is watching you thing. Has always really intrigued me and not necessarily frightened me, but it definitely has put me on edge. And we don't need platinum that bad, so I'll tell you what, let us go ahead and we will hustle back to the ship and head to that new little waypoint we've discovered. Manufacturing facility to... Manufacturing facility, huh? And we're going to need some isotopes here to pump up the thrusters. Wait a minute, was this the... Wretch? I think that may be just what we were at. I'm thinking. Either that or I'm just not seeing it up on our scanners yet. I guess not. Oh well. We're seeing those monoliths. There's another base that direction. Part of me thinks we just got shot at. Or we may be just out of juice. It's okay. It looks like this is a pretty resource-rich planet. I think we're just dancing out in the atmosphere. This looks like a more... This looks like a Doctor Strange kind of monastery. Well done. Let's not land in that cave, though. Thank you. And manufacturing facility, I guess it is right there. That thing that we passed. But I really want to check out this castle. Look, it's got flags and everything. That means you know it's a good one. It's like, do you have a flag? No flag, no country. Thank you, Eddie Izzard, for letting us know about the bare necessities of building a country. Now, we've got pots. I'm actually kind of paranoid that we're going to miss something up here on these battlements unless we head all the way up. Who knows, maybe this place will actually be inhabited. Because we can't use our mining laser for whatever reason. I'm trying. Oh! Learn the Vy'keen word for thaws. Fair enough. I'm sure that'll come in handy. And another holocron. That's just what we're going to call it for all intents and purposes. Vy'keen word for weapon. That's very important. That is the preferred nomenclature. More ancient knowledge. Now, what are we going to learn here? This will get our standing back up from our headbutting escapade. None hamper the path toward Durin Darg as the Sentinels. They must be destroyed. Agreed. So obviously the Sentinels, not good. Not good at all. And I've learned the Vy'keen word for units. Stellar. Alright guys, so I am going to go ahead and end the episode here. We've got another journey milestone, probably learning more Vy'keen words. I'm going to try and farm. Now we're just muddled. We're going to learn, or we're going to find some isotopes for the thrusters on the ship, and then we'll head over to that base, that manufacturing base, because that apparently is the next storyline thing we got to do. But hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.